Hi guys, it's Gareth here, aka Rookie, and welcome to a Sunday vlog. Whee! So, as you can tell, it's a Sunday. So, let me describe why this happened on Sunday. So, on Friday, I went out with work for a awards do. So that started around 11:30 in the morning, right? So then there was food, drink, and then obviously a nice awards, awards were handed out, which we went to. Great. They were the National Federation of Roofing Contractors Awards, I think that's right. And basically we won for Scotland, so we won 2 awards, which is great. And then obviously we went out for a few drinks afterwards, and then I went and met friends whose birthday party it was, so then I went out and got absolutely wasted. And so basically I started drinking at 11:30, and I think I finished drinking at 2, maybe 3. I don't really remember getting home, but I can see on my text messages that I sent that I got asked to leave the club because I was that drunk. So, because I got that drunk, and something that I've noticed since I got older, I'm able to hold my beer, liquor, whatever you want to call it, a lot easier. I'm able to drink a lot more booze. If I drank that much booze when I was, say, 18, I'd have been throwing up all the place and passed out. Right? But the problem with being able to hold that much drink is that the next day, e.g. Saturday, I had to write Saturday off because I was basically nosed I was throwing up everywhere in the morning. It was like black stuff, which basically means congealed blood that's either in my stomach or come up through my liver. Yeah, or I cut my throat somewhere on something. It's probably I've cut my throat on something. Yeah. And there's been a little bit of a bleed, so then when I'm throwing up the next day, it's taking it and then bringing more blood up. So I throw up a lot of black stuff, yeah, which isn't great. So you got to know your drinking limits, and an all-day session is not something to do, and I should not have done it. I should have gone home after the award thing's done, had a few glasses of water, then got back up for the birthday, which I didn't do, and that's my bad. So explains why I'm doing this on Sunday. So I've written down notes, go back to notes again. So, right. So, right. So going back a week, so last Saturday, I actually went up for a birthday / Halloween party. There's a friend of mine, I wouldn't say we were ultra friends, but we're really good friends, and he invited me out, so I came right, went out, we had some food. Food was good, but it wasn't great. Basically it was like a burger place. And don't get me wrong, the burger was nice, but I wouldn't say it was worth the money that we paid for it. I mean, the most nicest expensive burger I had has been from what's that burger chain? They cooked everything with peanut oil. I can't remember now. But yeah, so it wasn't the best. It seemed to be that I talked to a lot of my friends, or not my really close friends. They're all confused about actually how old I am, because I'm 35, and a lot of them think some of them think maybe 30, but most of them put me in the, 20 plus age range, which 28ish sort of range, which I'm not. I'm 35. But yeah, I'm happy with that, youth looks and all that. One of the weirdest things was, because we didn't go out like I normally do, being within 20-minute walk of where I probably was, but I booked a taxi to take me home at the end of the night, and waiting around for that taxi was probably one of the most agonising things I've had to do, because it was in a place that I wasn't 100% familiar with, though actually after leaving there I definitely knew where it was, because when the taxi got around the corner I was like, oh yeah, I know where I am now. But, and all my friends had kind of then walked off and left and gone and done their thing for the, to get their taxis or what have you, and I kind of was a bit anxious being there by myself in this place I don't really know, waiting for this taxi. Thankfully the taxi turned up after about half hour, and I was in the taxi and I was off home, I was all safe, it was all good. I then went off to a gig then on Sunday, because it's still Halloween, and it was like a Halloween type themed one. Really good, really funny kind of theme, the way it was put together, because don't get me wrong, those bands I could watch them at any night of the week, but it was it was good to go and see them. But then they had this fancy dress competition, and people, don't get me wrong, I think it was great that people made the effort. It was just slightly weird and a bit funny as well, because it was kind of just a bit, what the hell's going on? But yeah, it was a good gig, I enjoyed that. and obviously now the clocks have changed. You know, and obviously going to work this week, you know, I'm going to work and it's kind of a bit lighter going to work, but it's always dark on the way home. And people start driving weird when it's dark, because you can tell those people who don't like it or don't do it very often, and obviously having to do it for work themselves, and they just seem to be driving just that little bit extra cautiously and sometimes a bit over cautious, you know. It's kind of really annoying, because you driving and someone's hitting the brakes all of a sudden when they don't actually need to, you know, they're braking for no reason, which actually causes more accidents than it should do. Yeah, well, I'll tell you about this. Yeah, okay, right. So, I'm not the luckiest guy when it comes to love, right? And I think I've mentioned this before. Any girl who's my friend at some stage during the friendship, I'm going to end up fancying them for whatever reason, right? And don't get me wrong, right? That's all reasonable and good. I mean, they're your friend because you like things about them, you know, and if you like things about them, of course you're going to end up fancying them and liking them a bit more than a friend way, because, you know, they're displaying attributes you like, you know. But that's just liking them, and I can usually get over that, and that's not a problem, right? I've recently been having problems with the fact that I end up more than fancying, more infatuated with the wrong girls, you know, who are in essence friends of mine, or friends of friends. And generally these people generally always got a boyfriend, some of them even girlfriends because they're lesbians, or that are completely unattainable for whatever other reason. Now, normally this is, you know, this happened to me in the past, but recently it's happened a lot recently, because I think I've been single the longest I've ever been in my life at the moment. I think it's close to 6-7 years since I last had a girlfriend, I want to say. So yeah, it's really bad, and I'm worried that I'm going to end up going in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship, which I don't want to do, because I've done that in the past. What I want is a relationship with someone who I'm actually in love with, not someone I'm just infatuated with because I'm lonely. So yeah, so I just got to get that all out of my head, you know. I got to move on with my shitty stuff and just try not to do that. But you know, falling for wrong people is always a bad idea, always a bad idea, and I try to make sure that doesn't happen in the future. Anyway, moving on. Some other shitty things happened this week. A band of mine that I really like, Alton Sky, one of their guitarists unfortunately left the band this week, you know, which is really shitty, because I don't know 100% know the circumstances why he left, because it's still, even in their post, they've just said that he's left, and there's no reason, it's not said why he's left, you know, and there's been no real explanation. You know, he said he's left, not said why he's left, whether it's outside the music thing, whether it's just musical differences, whether, you know, he no longer wants to do it, whether they no longer want him in the band. There's no explanation whatsoever. All there is that he's left the band, and he's wishing the guys well with the future of the project. So that's a bit like, what's going on there? But hey, anyway, I'll move on from that. I've noticed that a lot of people don't actually read the description with Instagram pictures, because I do a lot of reposting or regramming, or whatever you want to call it, of band stuff. Now, I regrammed that one about him leaving the band, and people were like, "Oh, cool photo," or "Oh, amazing," you know, and that basically meant they didn't read the comment, because if they read the comment, they realised how much of a negative thing it was, not like how awesome or amazing it was. See, people just not reading the comments, and you could probably do that then. You could write some any bollocks at the bottom comment, and people will probably still like it if it's a good photo. Which, you know, are we becoming a nation of people who don't actually read and just work on hieroglyphs and stuff now, is it? I don't know. Right, back to my notes anyway. Oh yeah. This is something that is very important. I'm going to end on this note. I did a first aid training course this week, which was really good. Now, one thing they taught us on that course is, obviously you've got a phone. It doesn't actually need a SIM card to be able to call 999. Right? But on that as well, you can actually call 911, because so many people learn that, kids, because obviously they watch American TV, they hear 911 before 999, so you actually can dial 911 111, and it will take you through to 999. Same as the European, which is 112, I think it is. I don't know off the top of my head, but those in Europe. So that's also a good number to actually figure out, because if you dial that anywhere in Europe, it'll put you through to the local emergency services. So it also works in the UK, which is great. And then the other thing, which is kind of a really good thing, that might be very helpful in some situations for you, you never know. With your mobile phone, if you text register to 999, right, you will then get a text back saying that do you want to register your phone, blah 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 blah, and you text yes back to it, and basically you register then so you can actually text 999 with your emergency. Now this was put in place for the hard of hearing and the deaf, because obviously they can't ring out hear someone, so they text them. Great idea. But also it's been adopted by a few other people, such as mountain rescue people. You know, you may be on the mountain but not have a signal, not have you know, a phone signal. Now you do that, you can text what your emergency is to the emergency services, and it'll wait there on your phone and it'll send out as soon as you get a signal or something like that. So, you know, sometimes when you're in a place where there's not much phone signal, you can still send a text. Also on the other side of things, if your battery's really low, yeah, or you're in a situation where, let's just say you feel very unsafe but you can't just pick up the phone and ring 999, you could quite happily sit there and text 999. You know, it's just a little safety thing that I think maybe you might want to implement. Of course, it's not to be misused, just like dialing 999 and everything else. Anyway, I got anything to do there, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and as always, have fun.